Hey everybody, welcome to your beautiful table. Today we're going to talk about how to get your hotel room to smell better, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody for coming on back. If you're new to the channel, here at Your Beautiful Table, we generally talk about ways to get your tables looking fantastic. We talk about china, glassware, silverware, linens, tabletop decor, tablescapes, flowers, those kinds of things. But today we're going to apply some of the things we know from home fragrance to your hotel rooms to get your hotels to smell great. So I hope you'll join us. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have a newsletter too down below. I give candle and home fragrance giveaways, so be sure you sign up. Okay, so you're traveling for the holidays, or maybe you travel regularly for work, or you've saved up for a beautiful vacation and you get there and your hotel room stinks. It's not going to ruin your vacation because you're going to apply some of these principles. Now, hotel rooms might smell for a variety of different reasons. One of the things you may want to look for is especially in urban environments. So if you're in the city and your hotel is near a restaurant or near a convenience store, something like that, you may have outside smells that are coming into your hotel room. These days, most hotels have windows that will not open, so they're non-functioning, and so not much outside smell or odor is going to come into your hotel room, but you might. And there might be an exhaust and it's just coming in, or it might be coming up from like the kitchen or a place where food is prepared, and that might just not be okay with you, wouldn't be okay with me. So when you go into your room, look around, make sure things are the way that you think that they should be, and take a good smell and make sure they smell the way you want them to smell. So first off, if you notice that you get outside odors, exhaust, there's a trash smell, a chemical smell, that maybe the room fragrance that they've used is too intense, or you might get a musty or dusty odor, maybe even a mildewy smell, see if you can change your room. That would be my first piece of advice. Before you even unpack your bag, see if you can change your room, because you'll be fighting an uphill battle if the smell is so pervasive that you can smell it when you first walk into the room. Now, some smells are not so bad. You might get used to them, or you might become nose blind, or you might be able to use one of these remedies to help reduce the smell that make it more livable. But, first things first, if you can get into a different room that doesn't smell or has a smell that is more appealing to you, I would do that. So hotel rooms, other than outside sort of smells like food and exhaust and those kinds of things, there may be other reasons why a hotel room may not smell fresh. So hotel rooms that aren't used frequently, the air may just not have been circulating. They don't leave the air conditioning and the HVAC system on, and so it could just smell temporarily musty as the HVAC system, the heating, ventilation, air conditioning system, kicks on and gets the air moving. It could also be that the HVAC system, the filter hasn't been changed, or the filter is dirty, or that there is like condensation in that system and it's caused like mold or mildew, and you can smell that right away. And especially those of you who are sensitive to those things, don't stay there. Like, you're not going to be able to fix it. So those are some things to think about that aren't outside influences. So the HVAC system. Also, I think fresh linens and fresh upholstery and fresh carpet and fresh curtains, those kinds of things help hotel rooms smell fresh. So you'll be able to tell from reviews whether or not your hotel room has been renovated recently, or if it's a little bit, older and the upholstery and those kinds of things aren't new. Those are some places where the hotel room may not smell as fresh. So one of the things that you might want to do is not use that, comforter or cover, and so just pull it off. Another thing that you may want to request, you don't have to pull a complete diva move, but you might request fresh towels when you get there. So I don't know how often they change towels. I imagine that the towels are changed after guests, but you can also request fresh towels that have been recently laundered, hopefully that they've been recently laundered, and that might help you have a fresher experience in your hotel. Now, running the bathroom fan may be one of the ways and so that's the tip number one, is running the bathroom fan may exhaust some of the smells in your room. if it's still manageable. It's not too bad. Getting on the bathroom fan might be helpful. Now, in many hotels these days, they have a sort of continuously running fan. You may see a grate or a vent in the side of the bathroom wall or in the ceiling. There's a main fan, and then there's just a channel that draws the air out. Some of the times you can hear your neighbors through that fan, which is a little bit disconcerting, but it's always on. So you may not be able to even control the amount of ventilation with the bathroom fan. But the bathroom fan may be one of the ways that you can keep your room fresh. Definitely running it, if you have it, when you're in the shower and out of the shower, get that humidity out to keep it nice and fresh. So use the bathroom fan. Another one may be if you have an older hotel or your hotel's on a lower floor, you want to be sure that you stay safe, but it might be to crack or open a window. So some of those hotel rooms have adjustable windows where they open just a little bit, and it's just enough to get in some fresh air. Now you want to be sure that by opening the window, you're not allowing external like smelly air to come in. So food smells, exhaust smells, those kinds of things. You want to be sure that you're either up on a high enough floor where that's not an issue, or it's a place where you can get some nice fresh air. So bathroom fan, and then crack the window to get a little bit of fresh air. Now, one of the things you might want to do is add some fragrance. So it's not too stuffy, it's not too mold or mildew smell, and it doesn't smell like food smells. So you're like, okay, it's not the freshest, but with a little bit of, air freshener or a room freshener or a little bit of home fragrance, you can make your home away from home smell more like home. And one of the ways that you can do that is by using a ultrasonic diffuser. And so ultrasonic diffusers or nebulizers are diffusers that use cold water. You put a little bit of water in there, a few drops of your favorite essential oil blend, and then moves very quickly, sort of this ultrasonic vibrations, and that creates a fine mist of atomized air that will gently add fragrance into the room. Now, you can use any essential oil blends that you like, and that's one of the places where you can get creative. I like that idea because generally those ultrasonic diffusers are pretty small. You can take all the water out and pack them into your bag. You'll probably have to send it through the x-ray machine or whatever. It may look a little weird, but it's appliance. People are familiar with it. And then you'll just use a small vial of your essential oil blend or mix, and that way you'll be able to have a little bit of smell from home in your hotel room. And for those of you who are like me, who might find it difficult to fall asleep in a hotel room because it doesn't feel like home, that scent of home or the fragrance or even a relaxing herbal blend can be one of the ways that can help you drift off to sleep. So you'll feel comfortable, it'll smell like home, and you'll get a good night's sleep. You can also use it as aromatherapy, so lavender, chamomile, calendula, those kinds of things are great for helping you fall asleep. So you may want to have a nighttime blend that can help you fall asleep using the ultrasonic diffuser as an aromatherapy device, not only to freshen the air. So plug-ins are another place. So there are a couple of different devices. You can do sort of the plug-ins at the grocery store. So if you're in an urban area, you may have like a CVS or Walgreens nearby or a grocery store, and you can just get a plug-in there. It may be one that you just buy, use, and leave, because I think once those liquids are loose, they won't let you carry them in your carry-on, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure if they're flammable, but it will be, it might leak once it's open or whatever. So those would be some things. So liquid diffusers or liquid plug-ins would be things that you just buy when you get to your destination, plug them in, and just leave them there. This sort of gift to the travel gods. You just would leave them there and, buy a scent that you like, and that will be better. One of the things that I like are there are plugins that use essential oils on a little bit of paper. So the unit plugs in, it warms this small piece of paper on which you dab a couple of drops of your essential oil mix, and that way it is a non-liquid way. So if you're not comfortable carrying your ultrasonic diffuser, you can do a plug-in with that small piece of paper, and you can use the paper over and over again, adding another drop until it's time to replace the paper. So follow the directions on that, but it's a plug-in version that uses very, very small amount of heat to warm the paper, and then it will scent the air. And so that's another way to use sort of a plug-in type of device but is connected more toward your essential oils and a fragrance blend than sort of what's commercially available that you'd find at a drugstore or a grocery store. Plug-in devices like Pura, those kinds of things, they use cartridges that have a lot of liquid in them. And so I would sort of put them into that other sort of liquid device, and I don't think they would travel very well. If you all have experience traveling with your Pura device or your Scent HD, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience and see if that's one of the options too. Now, a diffuser of essential oils like that plug-in, you may also consider using an essential oil blend as a room spray. So this is you carry it in a small plastic bottle. You could just carry your essential oil in a small vial that's definitely small enough to take in for TSA, put it in your toiletry kit, run it through the security check, and you'll have this small vial there of your essential oil blend, and then you can use like a spray bottle. They make these small, I've seen them to be like blue plastic or glass spray bottles. You fill it up with some water in the bathroom at your hotel. Don't carry it with water because it's probably going to be too much water for you to carry in your carry-on, but maybe it'll be small enough. You can check and see. And then several drops of your favorite essential oil, mix it up and spritz. Makes a great room spray. You could also spray the linen on your bed. So especially if you want to use it for aromatherapy. So spritz the linens will help the room smell fresh. You could also just basically tackle anything in your room. So upholstered items. I was going to say upholstery, but upholstered items, a quick spritz of chairs, anything that's fabric, those kinds of things. Curtains would be another place. If there are curtains in your room, just a quick spritz will help your room smell fresher with that essential oil. And you can control the amount. So one of the things about the essential oil mix is you might like go a little bit overboard, but it feels good for you. Then you can leave the room, go about your business, be a tourist or whatever, visit friends and family, and then come back and it will smell better. And then you sort of have some control over the amount of fragrance in the air. The thing that I really like about those home fragrance or the essential oil blends is it can smell like home. And that really sort of helps me feel more comfortable in a hotel room. So essential oils on cotton balls or a little bit of toilet paper in drawers and around or in the closet can really help. So if you're not carrying cotton balls with you, just fold over several sheets of toilet paper and then dab a couple of drops of the essential oils on them, place them in sort of the drawers. I don't use the drawers at hotels. I just sort of live out of my suitcase. I open my suitcase, put it on the sort of luggage holder, oftentimes just putting in the closet. I often just hang up clothes rather than putting them in drawers. That kind of creeps me out a little bit. But you can spritz some of your essential oil blend or maybe even a personal fragrance. So if you have a cologne or a perfume that you like, a quick spritz on a cotton ball or a folded up piece of toilet paper and place it strategically around the room can really help. One of the other things you might want to choose to do is spritzing that piece of toilet paper or folded up pieces of toilet paper and placing it near the HVAC system. So oftentimes they have sort of room-based HVAC system, so you can control the temperature just for your room. The intake may be in your room, and you can decide like where's the intake and where's the output. And if you just put those spritz, either cotton balls or toilet paper, those kinds of things nearby, it can help add scent and fragrance in your room as the HVAC system works. So those are some ways. So we talked about running the fan, maybe opening a window, using diffusers or plug-ins and ultrasonic diffusers to add home fragrance into your home away from home at the hotel. Now, a few things that you may want to think twice about, and those are candles and reed diffusers. So candles can be tricky through TSA. So gel candles, I think, are out of bounds for TSA, but I think wax candles of a particular size are okay. It's just one of those things that I just wouldn't travel with a candle. You may buy a candle when you get to your location and then burn the candle in your hotel room. I know a lot of hotels look down upon open flames, so you may get in trouble with like the no smoking policy if you've got matches or lighters and a candle out. They may say, that is a no-no. So I would just steer clear of candles altogether. for safety and to make sure that you don't get fined for the no smoking policy or create a fire hazard for all the people that are in your hotel. You know, you do not want to be the person who sets off the fire alarm in the hotel and wakes everybody up. The other thing is about reed diffusers, and of course, reed diffusers are great for home. They're great for bathrooms and kitchens and office environments, any place that might have people that might where a candle might not work. I love a reed diffuser. You can control the fragrance. It can be great, and it's 24/7 fragrance in the air. You don't have to worry about a flame. What you do need to think about is when you it would be great to travel with it. I mean, you've got your reed diffuser. What are you going to do? Like open it when you get there, and like how are you going to seal it up? And it's probably going to leak. And so reed diffusers not great for hotels or for traveling. So friends, hopefully this gave you some quick and easy ideas about ways to help your hotel room smell fresher, smell more like home. Thanks everybody for joining. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.